done with.
Dude, you've been done.
I'm still here.
For what? Why? Because you just want to be a asshole.
You're right.
Then why the would you be in this competition? Bone face.
Why do you look 50 and you're 24?
What? What did you say? Go yourself, you.
Would you rather have the brand new PS5 or a weekend with these three lovely ladies and you can do anything you want with them?
Wait, anything with them?
Like anything.
A whole weekend?
A whole weekend.
Damn, but the PS5 though, like it just.
I know.
Oh, damn, y'all beautiful though, but.
Hold on, what'd you say?
PS5 or us?
Oh,
bro, y'all beautiful, but I had a PlayStation 4 for 4 years, but I need a PS5.
God.
My nigga.
Y'all, so this dude came in my DM yesterday. He was like, "You're pretty, I'm trying to get to know you." He literally sent me $1,000 just to get to know me. And y'all literally sit here and think I'm gonna get to know y'all for free when somebody just paid me $1K for him to get to know me? Be so for real.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now.
Would you feel comfortable if your father was watching your OnlyFans and subscribing to it?
Probably not, no.
You would not feel comfortable, and I'll tell you why. That's because in your heart of hearts, in your soul, if you still got one, you know it's wrong. That's your work. In my work, if my mother consumed my work, I'd be thankful and pleased that she took an interest in my work and supported my work. If she bought my products, I'd be thankful. If your mother or father bought your products, you'd be disgusted and ashamed because you know what you're doing is wrong and the product of what you're doing is bad.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
I got a question for you. Do you have car insurance?
100%. No reason.
All right. Do you have homeowners insurance?
100%.
Do you have life insurance?
100%.
Do you have medical insurance?
100%.
Did you get tired of your insurance agent talking about the possibilities of you losing your life and being rewarded? Hold on for a second. I know, but don't be a butt person. Here's the deal. Here's the deal. You have insurances. Although it's a very uncomfortable situation, and life insurance people who sell it tend to be scumbags. They tend to be looked at as scumbags, like, I don't want to have this conversation about me dying, but you surely will die. So you better have the conversation. The reality is, yes, it's a very tough conversation. I have to spend a lot of time talking about it. It's very difficult. However, there needs to be some insurance, and there's no insurance, and so we must talk about it.
He ain't lying.
That was interesting. Yo, what's up, y'all? It's Cali West. Thank you for tuning in to another episode. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you're feeling this shit. You know, I really appreciate y'all. I hope the video look a little bit better. You feel me? Looks like it's a little better. I'm using a different camera today. But yeah, but don't even trip. I'm still gonna get another camera. You feel me? Might have to adjust this down a little bit. There we go. Yeah. So anyway, y'all, I really appreciate y'all tuning in to another episode. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you're feeling this shit. Yeah, we might as well, we can go straight with it. You feel me? I came on a little late. I ain't gonna be on all night. I ain't gonna cap. You know me, I gotta work one of them long ass shifts tomorrow. So I ain't gonna cap. I ain't gonna be here all night. But you know, I had to do my due diligence and speak my mind tonight. You know, Cali West always gotta talk his shit. So salute to everybody who's tuning in. All right. So we can go straight to the main event. We ain't gonna cut, you know, we're gonna go straight to the chase. We ain't gonna, you know, we ain't gonna give you we ain't gonna tease you. You know, this is gonna be a straight, you know, no chaser, straight to the point, you dig? So with that being said, check this out. So basically there's this video that's been going around on not only on Facebook, but it also went around on X as well, where this white man, he's obviously a conservative. Not saying that all conservatives are racist or anything, right? But even whether it's Democrats or conservatives, there's going to be some racists, you know, there's going to be some racists somehow, some way, right? But this conservative is basically, you know, he's showing his racism, right? And we're going to discuss it. So without further ado, out of this whole time, now my mouth want to act up. Check this out.
I'm loud and obnoxious. I like music that rhymes. I'm an eighth of the population, but I commit half of the crime. Who am I?
I've had one too many shots. I don't know.
Come on, take a guess.
It's a riddle. Can I phone a friend?
Yeah, phone your friend.
Oh, you said a riddle. You said a riddle.
Okay, maybe all four of you can figure it out combined, all right?
I'm ready.
Okay, I'm loud and obnoxious. I like music that rhymes. I'm an eighth of the population, but I commit half of the crime. Who am I?
Black.
You are correct. You guys didn't win anything. I don't know why you got so excited.
Right?
But...
Right? No, you serious? Or
you were right.
Oh, wow.
Bruh. Dr. Umar.
Some of y'all say he go too hard. It ain't that bad. Oh, yes, it is. Now you see. You have cooned so bad that they damn near need to put your face in the dictionary next to the word coon.
I'm going to hospitalize you coons because I care about you. The Dr. Papa Mental Health Hospital for coons.
Now, yo, I would say one of the worst things that someone could do. And you know what's crazy? These women are Democrats, okay? These women voted for Kamala, all right? Yeah. These bitches right here voted for Kamala. And then they're sitting out here and propagating they're up here insinuating and accepting the propaganda that this man has to say. Now, here's the thing. See, let's break down what he had to say.
I have a riddle. I'm loud and obnoxious. I like music that rhymes. I'm an eighth of the population, but I commit half of the crime. Who am I?
Well, I could definitely talk about the beginning. Loud and obnoxious. Let's just be real, y'all. Black people who are ghetto learn this ghetto uncouth behavior from the uncouth, misbehaving white people who they were modeled after. Like, for example, the whole projects and the whole ghetto mama, that was already taking place before 1965. But guess what? They knew if they give black women welfare, they knew what the community would turn into. Why? Because they have trailer parks and hick towns that they keep those white people away from themselves as well. See, people think that just because, you're white doesn't mean that all white people like you. That's not true. Matter of fact, that's kind of one of the reasons why white people still don't like black people. Not all white people. Not all people are racist. But if you understand European history, you'll understand that they don't even necessarily get along. So yes, they're always going to find some ways to divide themselves up. Even white people. So no, the white world is not all peaceful and sweet like Donovan Sharp might want to make it seem. No, the truth is white people have degenerate white people called poor white trash that they stay away from. So with that being said, I mean that could have been a trailer. That could be a loud ass, ghetto ass, trailer ass white woman. Now then he says like music that rhymes. White people like music that rhymes. White people are the main people who buy rap music. And then he mentions, about being 8% of the population. I think he's probably taking a shot at black men because we all know that I think 13% of the population is black people, right? So maybe the 8% is supposed to be represent half. I don't know. But anyway, or close to half. But what's ironic is he says who commit 50% of the crime. You mean who gets arrested most of the time? Because here's the thing. You know how many times white people have done things and they get a slap on the wrist, or they get the charges dropped, or they don't make a big deal out of it. But guess what? Your black ass, you mess around and make one mistake, the system is made to throw the book at you. Like for example, I'll talk to my big bro today. We'll talk about basically how this country, when it comes to, black people are more in jail or whatever. First off, that's not even true because most of the jails are still made up with white people. Now, if you focus on cities like Los Angeles, I don't know, Chicago, New York, yes, black people might make up the population, the majority of the population in those jails. Why? Because the police and the judges and the prosecutors are incentivized to lock them up. If the prosecutors don't lock nobody up and the police don't lock nobody up and the judges don't lock nobody up, how do you think these judges get their bonuses? And how do you think these prosecutors end up running for for assistant DA and, and the DA and the governor's, mayor's office and all this stuff? It all starts out with finding someone that you could abuse. So see what this cracker ass dude, and I have nothing against white people, but I could call him what he is. This cracker ass dude right here, he's just a racist. See, he's just trying to hide the racist in the statistics, but he's not including the fact that black people. It has been proven that black people have been targeted at as far as being disenfranchised to give them a ticket. And here's another too. Anyone who's black knows damn well when you get pulled over, it is not like how they do it on TV. When they pull over a white person over, here's the thing: when they pull over a black person, this just happens to black people, and y'all know it. And even me, it happened to me plenty of times where the police want to get you out the car, and then they want to ask you questions, and they want to somehow ask you, "Oh, well, is it okay if I search your car?" And, like, what do you need to search my car for if it's just if you pulled me over because I was speeding? You my speeding ticket and fuck off. But guess what? They do certain tactics that are legal. And many times when black people have legal representation, they usually beat the cases. But guess what? Most black people don't have legal counsel. So see, you're not taking that in consideration. See, he wants to come over here and ask these hoes this dumbass question. He wanted to ask another black man this question. He wanted to ask me that question. Not saying that I would have knocked his ass out, because guess what? I don't have to resort in violence. I would have just corrected him and made his ass feel stupid. And guess what? He wouldn't have used my interview because my interview wouldn't have went with his narrative, right? But guess what? He wants to go and ask some ignorant ass hoes, you know what I'm saying, about some shit like this. And, so this doesn't really prove anything. And it's so funny, too, because the sisters don't even realize that he was being condescending and rude the whole goddamn time. But guess what? If a black man like me would have been asking her these same questions or anything like that, they probably would have been coming at me all funny style. They would have been like, "Oh, I'm black, so I shouldn't be saying no shit like that." But guess what? They let this white boy say that shit, and they have no problem with it. Matter of fact, they're agreeing with him at that. Miami man says Dr. Umar diagnosis always hits them hard. Facts, G. Salute to Miami man. Check him out on TikTok. Yeah, man, Miami man. He's like, here's the thing, man. I'm not gonna stand up for, people just being racist. And guess what? It could have been a black man going to say some shit about some white people. If it's not true, I'm gonna call it out as well. Just because, look, yeah, just because just because he might not be black doesn't mean that I'm gonna, just because someone's black doesn't mean, oh, that means they get a pass to say some stupid ass shit, man. I'm sorry. We ain't about that over here in the righteous sphere. In the righteous sphere, we keep it real, yo. But yeah, I'm probably gonna have to update my lighting because the camera look better than it does before. Shit. You know what I'm saying? At least it's in all super blotchy, so salute. Miami, man, you was in money mindset tonight, right? I'm gonna have to get the same camera that Coach got. I'm glad that he said what camera he uses, because guess what? It looked like I'm on my way to get one. As a matter of fact, I think I actually hit up somebody, and I think they're gonna let me get it. They're gonna let me get it. I asked them when can I get it, because they had the same exact model that CGA uses, and he told us tonight. And it's so crazy because I'm like, man, I know a couple partners. I know a couple cats. I know a couple of ninjas who's selling them right now. But the reason why I never went with it is because I went with the one that was similar. Let's see here. Or let's see here. Oh, see? Yep. Let me see what he say. I might be able to have that by like tomorrow or Tuesday. Straight like that. And I ain't gonna lie, I was gonna buy a more expensive camera, but CJ's live streams look good, and when he puts up shorts, they look good. You know what I'm saying? So hey. But facts. So I really appreciate so yeah. Let's go back to the what this guy got to say. But if you look at it, he was being so disrespectful to them, and they was accepting it. But unfortunately, it's crazy because I think under this post, let me see, there was something that kind of like it was kind of a trip when I seen it, right? Because someone had how people could comment under someone else's post, but when I was looking under the post, someone said something that was kind of, well, they didn't say anything. They posted a what's the thing called? They posted underneath that video, basically like a meme. And the meme had a guy said, I think he said, me racist. He said, look, and then he goes to a black girl and he's like, I'm racist. And the chick kind of, I guess, it was like a meme. His thing is, it is a meme, so you can't base shit off a meme. But it showed the girl look at him kind of mean, but then she kind of looked at him like kind of like flirty. So, but is that true? Like, let's just be real. Is that true that, white men could be still racist and, a sister still be digging them? Is there truth to that? Now that's something that's actually, that would be an interesting topic, wouldn't it? Because we do know that during slavery days that, the reason why people used to call them, wenches in bed was because it was known that sisters had a peculiar relationship with the slave master on the plantation. Synonymous to, sisters having it good with the boss at your job. Miami says, I'm going to watch the replay. I was out earlier. I went to see F1 is good. Okay, well, I'm gonna watch F1 tomorrow. So salute you. I really appreciate you. Shout out to this to the replay gang. I gotta get up in the morning myself, so I'm probably not gonna be staying on for too long either. But if I got people viewing, you know what I'm saying, your boy rapping. You already know. So I appreciate Miami man for his support. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the free agent lifestyle. Roger Spears stand up. Love, G. Much love. a matter of fact, yeah, man. But let's continue this video. I just want to replay it one more time, just so I can break it down a little bit more.
I've had one too many shots. I don't know.
Come on, take a guess.
It's a riddle. Can I phone a friend?
Yeah, phone your friend.
Oh, you said a riddle. You said a riddle.
Okay, maybe all four of you can figure it out combined, all right?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Damn. Maybe all four of you could figure it out combined. I don't know. That's a little like, I don't know, disrespectful.
Okay, I'm loud and obnoxious. I like music that rhymes. I'm an eighth of the population, but I commit half of the crime. Who am I?
Black.
You are correct. You guys didn't win anything. I don't know why you got so excited, but
Well, I mean, you wanted them to act like, you know what I'm saying? You know, you asking people, you know, some crazy ass questions. I don't know. I mean, I kind of wondered, like, was he trying to get someone triggered? Because if he was trying to get someone triggered, he could have went and found some. He could have found 3 or 4, you know what I'm saying, 5'10", 6'3" black men to go ask this question to. But he's asking a cut where it's safe, where he can run to his car, or you know, where the police are close by. You feel me? Yeah, you know, it's unfortunately in the world, there's always going to be somebody who wants to always kind of push some type of, you know, racist narrative that, like, it's not even. Think about it. I mean, if 8% was doing 50% of the crimes, you would think that it'd be pretty easy just to stop crime, then, right? But guess what? If you look at country like states like Wisconsin, Wyoming, where there's little to no black people on, why is it that their crime rate is still high? Most of this, a lot of these white places is rural America. A lot of these people in rural America, the only good job is to enlist in the armed forces. What do you think those places do? They rob, they steal, they do all types of shit. You know, biker gangs, all types of shit. Oh, Miami man comes through with the 385 with the JUCO tuition. Yo, salute. You know your boy need that for them chicken sandwiches. Shit, maybe if I scrounge up enough money, I might be able to hit up a little 304.
A win is a win. A win is a win. I don't care what y'all say. A win is a win.
That all up in me at one time. Don't try to make me take all that dick at one time.
Slow and easy.
He said, don't worry. I wouldn't do that to you. I would not rush all this dick up in you at one time. I'm going to take it easy on you. She said, okay, I think I can take it. So he laid down. The nigga rushed over that dick up in her.
Jammed it into there.
Jammed and round.
Like Jam City.
All kind of dick up in that girl at one time.
Dang.
And took her breath some more.
I really appreciate, yo, I must say, I really appreciate Miami man for, you know, for contributing to the show. Every dollar goes back to the Cali West Miami show, into production and all that, G. So salute. So yeah, we ain't gonna go talk about Mr. Bigot or Mr. You know, we ain't gonna talk about Mr. Bigot for too long because, truth be told, if we was to keep on talking about Mr. Bigot, we could ask him why is it that white people have the highest opioid use. You know, why is it that they have, you know, even though black people, I guess, sell all the drugs, why is it that they're the ones who are constantly on it, whether it's prescription or illegal narcotics? We can talk about a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, we're not here to, you know, throw shade on any specific race or anything like that. But it just goes to show that, you know, people are, just because somebody's doing something doesn't mean that we have to go and follow them up and try to do the same thing and be as petty. Because guess what? You could be a conservative, You could be a Democrat. It doesn't mean that you have to necessarily agree with everything that certain people in your group says. You know, it's okay to agree to disagree sometime, girl. You know, you don't have to agree to everything. You don't have to go along with everything. But, you know, hey, to those hoes. Now, all right. So let's move on to some other stuff tonight. Oh, this woman, it says why, she explains why she should not have a boyfriend. Check this out.
Go to work and then come home to a man that wants to freak me, and then I might even have to cook and clean, or we even may make some kids. So now I have to go to work, come home to the man and some kids, and then I have to cook and clean, and then I have to freak the man to please him, when all I could do was just go to work and go home to myself and pay my own bills and live in peace.
Shut up, bitch. I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch.
First off, that's a goddamn lie. Can I just be honest with you, y'all? Most women after 40, if they don't have no man, you know, or they don't have a fulfilling life, because guess what? I'm not saying all women need men. I think the only woman who probably wouldn't need men, honestly, somebody wealthy, somebody who is fulfilled in life. Maybe this woman has kids. Maybe she has grandkids. You know, she has a lot of family. You know, if you kind of keep yourself busy, I guess you probably wouldn't be so bad. But guess what? A lot of the truth is, a lot of these lives, she talk about, oh, she could just be single, be happy. Well, first off, even if you live by yourself, you're still going to have to clean up by yourself. Even if you live by yourself, unless you're going to eat out every day, you're still going to have to cook for yourself. Right? And guess what? That rose is going to get old. Let's just be real. We all know that these women have these roses and they have these dildos and all that stuff. But guess what? After a while, they're going to need the essence of a man. Women feed off the testosterone of a man. Why do you think when a man, especially if especially if it's unprotected sex, why do you think, why do you think when we're, after we give them, our dick, why do you think we're tired and that women have a lot of energy? Even if, like, let's just say you fuck her good, right? You dick her down so good that you go to sleep. Okay. Just know, in the morning when you're still a little tired because you done fucked her 4 to 6 rounds, just know she'll be just as fine and she'll have energy for days because you gave her your energy, bro. Straight up. Yo, sex is a powerful thing. So the truth is that, eventually these same chicks, when the bills start piling up and they lonely at home, these same chicks are the ones who want to be a buzz beater. These are the ones who want to be serious at 35, 36. Because guess what? They end up realizing they're paying their own bills and maybe they're financially okay. But guess what? Yo, these women, they can say whatever they want. Their lives are not complete without a man. Straight up and down, bro. And I know it's true.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Now, let me check. Now, here goes the other side of the coin. When these sisters know, they know what's up. Because every now and then, there are some sisters who know what time it is. Check her out.
I don't give a fuck. If my man cheated on me, we're working it out. I'm not coming on the internet ranting and telling my business. I'm not finna run and tell my family shit with their dysfunctional, unhappy, unhealthy asses. I'm not finna call my raggedy ass friends that probably secretly want the man that I'm fucking, offer them to be a girl's girl and tell me, hey girl, let's go out and get cute and fuck him, girl, let's go do us. I won't do it. When my man calls my phone and it's loud or bitches is being loud, everybody gotta shut the fuck up or it's time for me to go. I am not ruining my relationship for anything on the outside. I'm gonna love my man loud and proud. I'm gonna always make my man feel seen, safe, heard, respected, understood, valued, chosen, honored, all of these things. And you want to know why? Because my black man deserves love and reassurance just as well as I do. I'd rather be a pick-me than a skip-me. And I'm not even a pick-me. I'm just a solid, authentic, real woman.
Salute to sis being an authentic, real woman, man. Salute. I appreciate you, girl. I appreciate you. Just take out that damn bull ring out your damn nose. You know what I'm saying? You ain't a bad looking woman. You know what I'm saying? Some people, y'all gonna probably say, y'all gonna have your own choice of words about her. But yo, you a decent looking woman. Just take that shit out your nose. You feel me? Take all that bullshit out your nose and you be certified straight. But you know what? She got a man and her man like it. Hey, so be it. But it's not, it's true. You don't have to necessarily be a pick-me. Just a woman, here's the thing. A woman who really wants a man, she can do what it takes to keep a man. Even means dropping her funky ass friends. And like she said, she ain't gonna listen to her family because her family, their lives are unhappy. They want her to be just as unhappy as they are. Straight up and down. For example, look, this is probably where her family members are like. Remember that chick said, oh, I could just live by myself and be happy? Is she happy? Check her out. Is she happy?
Please get me out of this place. I'm tired. I'm losing my shit. Tired. I'm fucking 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 tired.
Holy Jesus. What is that? What the fuck is that?
I'm tired. I'm losing my shit. Tired. I'm fucking 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 tired.
This is a sick Negro.
Run! Go! Get to the chopper!
Now, yo, that is not a happy woman, bro. But trust me, I'm sure she pays all her bills. I'm sure the bills paid. I'm sure she has a decent job. I'm sure she even degreed and all that. But is she happy? Is that woman fucking happy?
Nope. Nope.
She's not happy. Trust me. That woman is not happy. Miami Man says she's a 385 special. Oh my God. Oh, you said that's how much she weigh? Is that how much she weigh? Is that how much she weigh?
What kind of shit is that?
Damn. But yeah. 385 special. 385 special. I wonder who you talking about. Who you talking about? Her?
Chosen, honored, all of these things. And you want to know why? Because my black man deserves love and reassurance just as well as I do.
Her? You talking about her? Or you talking about her? Who are we talking about? He said yes. Oh, you talking about oh, baby girl right here.
Be a pick-me than a skip-me. And I'm not even a pick-me. I'm just a solid.
A 385 special? What 385 mean? 385 special? I don't even know what that is. That's interesting. A 385 special. Oh, he said the other gordita in the car. Oh shit. Right. What? Damn, is she that big?
America, please get me out of this place. I'm tired. I'm losing my shit. Tired. I'm fucking tired. I'm fucking tired.
She might be a little bit on the heavy side. Awake to reality says, why she's so angry? She tired. You feel me? Here's the thing. Look, yo, paying her own bills. Look, check this out, y'all. Paying her own bills and being by herself and not having a man and being happy. I guess apparently ain't making her happy. Look, her own sister. Look what her own sister had to say. Look, this is what sisters be usually talking about. Usually, this is what they go around. Nothing can phase them. Look,
like, why would I want to go to work and then come home to a man that wants to freak me, and then I might even have to cook and clean, or we even may make some kids. So now I have to go to work, come home to the man and some kids, and then I have to cook and clean, and then I have to freak the man to please him, when all I could do was just go to work and go home to myself and pay my own bills and live in peace.
See here, that's her testament. Look, and then they come back on months later and say,
"Get me out of this place! I'm tired! I'm losing my shit! Tired! I'm fucking 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 tired!
and the truth is that these might be two completely different women, but guess what? They all got the same goddamn story. Every motherfucking time. They all got the same old story. I don't even need to hear a whole story. They all got the same goddamn story. You know what I'm saying? Been around the world, the same song.
Emotional damage.
Now, this brother, man, he kind of touches on, how sisters look at brothers. Check this out.
Up and realize most women today want nothing to do with you at all. It's over. The sooner you allow this to get into your brain, the better off you can be taking care of yourself, focusing on your own life, and moving forward outside of women. It's not like it used to be back in the day. You see, I've come through the time when we had no cell phones. We had a phone we had to use in the house. We had a pager. Then we had the Motorola flip phone. No, then we had the car phone. Then we had the Motorola flip phone. And then we had some other phones, and then came the iPhone, and then came the Android. I've seen how over the years, technology has transformed relationships between men and women. And the more the technology is delivered, the more the relationships fall apart, because the relationships are distracted by the technology.
Now, there's a little truth in that. With that being said, it's not so much that the distractions in the technology. It's just like, let's just say you had a neighborhood, right? And there's only like 10 people in there, and there's only like 2 girls and 2 guys who are of, viable age to get with each other. That's going to limit who they get with, right? And guess what? They're going to make a hard ass decision if it means for them to get with somebody. But when you take that same community and then dump 1,000 new men or 1,000 new women into that, then guess what? That's going to, that's going to serve the pot a little bit, And that's essentially what happened with women. The truth is that a lot of things that we see, like, for example, they say the dating market is monetized. The truth is the dating market has always been monetized, because guess what? Even back then, even before we had these cell phones and before we had iPhones, before iPhone was a thing, before Galaxy was a thing, I just hear about men, dudes taking a ninja bitch just because, the dude was a drug dealer, or the dude had a better job, or the dude had a better car. You know what I'm saying? The dude was light skin, or the dude was dark skin, or, the dude was white, or the dude was black. There's all been times where women, here's the thing is, the one thing I could definitely say about what he had to say was technology just accelerated what was already there. It just exaggerated it. That's about it. But unfortunately, a lot of these problems was there already. Especially with the Black community. If there's a race of women who believe that a man's only attached to what he could do for you physically and sexually, of course, and then they choose a check over having a father, or they choose a check and a welfare instead of having a father. Why would these women take you seriously and stay with you if they're in one relationship? As far as they know, they could just start a new relationship and just move the fuck on. So, even though, brother, he has his own philosophy, but, it's a little bit more nuanced than just the phones, unfortunately. awake to reality says we weren't meant to be alone. Well, you're right. But guess what? Here's the thing. When you live alone, you probably talk about in your house, right? But guess what? You can always get a roommate. You can always get a roommate. You can always get a husband. You can always get a wife. You know what I'm saying? You can always let your grandkids move in. You know, you can get a girlfriend. You can get a boyfriend. You could join a convent. You could join a mission. There's a lot of things that you don't. Here's another thing too. I'm gonna just tell y'all this right now. Living with somebody is not always what it's cracked up to be. Sometimes the fact that you could just escape, I ain't gonna lie. Living alone is like one of the best things. Because guess what? When you want some company, you can have some company. When you don't want some company, you can have some company. Walk around naked. I mean, I know you can walk around with your girlfriend or wife naked, but guess what? Your wife is probably not gonna be fucking you like that. You feel me? Maybe your girlfriend. But guess what? Your wife might tell you to put on some clothes because she know what you're gonna try to do. See, when you live in a free agent lifestyle, you don't have to do all that. Man, you get to walk around in your drawers all day, basketball shorts, whatever you want to do. Have a girl walk around butt naked. Be this. That single bachelor life is kind of good when you don't have to worry about no girl, you know, holding down on poom poom and then waiting for her to give you some poom poom. That sounds too much like prison to me. But yeah, I mean, but guess what? I would say, man, we ain't had no choice in the matter. We could either choose to be alone or be married. And guess what? Most people choose to be married or choose to take care of women. So I don't know if we're meant to. Well, we're social creatures too. You feel me? But I would argue that women probably more depend on a man being around than anybody else. Just on an emotional, physical standpoint, men are needed. Men are needed. Now, what do we got from our next clip? Uh-oh. Look what this chick got to say. You know, and I'm going to say this right now. Ladies, if y'all want a certain man to a certain level, if you want that dude who he got money and he got charisma and he got style and he got status, y'all got to be willing to accept some type of bullshit. This chick is one of the chicks who can't.
The men who were attractive and they made a lot of money, tall, dark, handsome, clean cut, those were the worst men to date. And they were the worst men to date because they had a mentality that I can get any woman I want, therefore I don't have to try as hard. Because they know that no matter what, there are going to be women who fall to their knees for a pair of designer heels. Head over heels.
Now, let's flip that around. Wouldn't you say women have the same way? I'll just talk about how the black community, black women are incentivized not to be in a relationship. So it almost makes sense that if a dude wasn't the type of dude that she wanted anymore, or he wasn't co-signing to what she wanted, for her just to get rid of him, because as far as she knows, she could just replace him anyway. She could just replace him anyway. She's just seen it on the. See, here's the thing. There's always different perspective. You know, there's always a different perspective of the plane, right? See, now there's the other perspective where here's the thing. A fine woman is almost equivalent. It's almost not. I wouldn't say equivalent. I would say a good-looking look. A fine woman is almost as equivalent. You know, they can almost relate to a guy who gets a lot of girls. Because whatever reason why this guy gets a lot of girls, whether it's because he has money, whether he has social status, whether he has looks, or a combination of all three. When you have women who are choosing to be with you, you don't even have to choose them. They're already choosing to be with you. There's a certain there's a certain mind state of abundance. You know, that's just gonna not wanting you to take any shit because it's like, okay, I can replace you with somebody who looks just like you. As a matter of fact, I'm talking to a chick who looks just like you. You know what I'm saying? She got the same weave, just like you. She wear that same hit lipstick, just like you. And guess what? I could probably buy a purse, the same purse, just like you. And guess what? Women don't like when the power is they don't like when the tables are turned. Most women usually, whether they even know that or not, usually have the power to kind of like pick and choose. But when they're getting picked and choose, yeah, it's a mind fuck for them. Oh, okay. Let's see what's going on in these waters. Check this out. Yo, at least she was in good spirits. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad she was okay, but she was actually in good spirits because she was smiling. So she was okay. So that's a good thing. So, but damn. That was, she could have died, boy. For real. For real, for real.
Run! Go! Get to the chopper!
I'm glad she didn't. Oh, well, read this. Sometimes, when you're down and out in your luck, you always kind of tell yourselves, man, when I get my shit right, I'm about to go get her back, right? You know what happens when you get your shit together? You usually say, fuck that bitch. You usually do. Usually be like, and I take that back. You don't even be like, fuck that bitch, because guess what? To even say, look, you just don't even thinking about you. Look, you don't even have, at this point, you'll be at the level that it's not even so much of fuck that bitch. You just done forgot about the bitch.
Oh, my friend.
Point of view, when you finally have the lifestyle you told her you would have, but she's not around no more. Yo. I'm sure it was his choice. Usually, most people, you don't usually even have to cut people off. Usually, you just got to give people enough rope to hang themselves. Oh, Miami man comes through and says, fuck that bitch. Well, fuck that bitch.
That all up in me at one time. Don't try to make me take all that dick at one time.
Slow and easy.
He said, don't worry. I wouldn't do that to you. I would not rush all this dick up in you at one time. I'm going to take it easy on you. She said, okay, I think I can take it. So he laid down. The nigga rushed all that dick up in her.
Jammed it into there.
Jammed and round.
Like Jam City.
All kind of dick up in that girl at one time. Dang. And took her breath some more.
Yo, that's real. That's real. Yep. That's real. I mean, that's definitely the vibe, though. That's definitely the vibe. That's definitely the move, no doubt. Oh. Now, this goes to why men who, level up, get their passports.
What did the guy make? How much money in a month?
Me?
The guy, the man.
The man.
How much money?
I don't care if he give me loyalty, happiness, and all of the things. Those things is worth than money.
So how much should a guy make to date you?
I mean, he has to have me on a yacht twice a month, and then if I'm gonna be spending time with him, he needs to pay my rent.
Mm-hmm. Hey. I feel you.
Run! Go! Get to the chopper!
You know, shout out to the Passport Bros. Shout out to the Passport Bros. Yeah. For real. You like Puerto Rican girls? Yeah, just go to Puerto Rico. Want a Colombian chick? Go to Colombia. And guess what? And it doesn't even matter if they raise the prices because some passport bros fucked up the game or whatever y'all believe. Guess what? It'll still be way less expensive than what it'll cost out here. And then you'll get out the country, have some showmanship, and then you also have the bragging rights, and you'll get a little culture in yourself by getting around the world and see how the other world lives. Shit, you see how other Americans live. You know? For real. Oh, look what this little light-skinned sister got to say.
Back shots as friends is not going to ruin our friendship. You help me and I help you.
No. That's what the fuck I'm talking about, man. Like, if we had friends like, if fellas, if we had a friend like this, all of us had a friend like this, bro, life would be so much easier. Like, she sound like she just take the stress off a nigga. Like, damn. Can somebody please find me a friend like her? Like, I really need a friend like her. Like, no bullshit.
Yo, he need to join that JUCO live stream. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, the internet's full of them. There's actual, not like plenty of fish dating sites, but like, seeking arrangements places where you can literally just go and go holler at them on that level. Now, whether y'all just gonna be friends that, she's gonna take the stress off of you, you know what I'm saying, not expecting any money, that's a whole other story. That just, I guess, that depends on you, I guess. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I kind of had a chick who I was gonna mess with. She was not remotely as good looking as this chick, but we had a little friends with a benefit situation, and I was supposed to chill with her the other night. But you know why I didn't chill with her the other night? Because me and her ain't kicked it in a little bit. Last time me and her kicked it, I gave her some bread, and then it's like, okay, she kind of hit me up, talk about, oh, well, I ain't heard from you in a minute. I was like, well, shit, I've been on the grind, I've been doing my thing, And she hit me with, oh, when am I gonna see you? I said, I don't know. So the other night, spur of the moment, I was thinking about going and see what linking up with her. But what turned me off was she was like, well, can I get some money, please? And this is kind of like, I probably would have gave her some money anyway. But it's just like, damn, girl, you just putting it forward like that. Like, oh, so that's just the move now? You just have your hands out every time you fucking supposed to go like get the smashing? Nope. Yeah, so I ended up kind of like not linking up with her at all this weekend. Yeah, I just kind of feel like, okay, if I can understand if I hit her up and then she asked me for some bread, but it's like, bitch, you had hit me up, and then now you asking me for some bread. See how they try to flip it on you? She called me first. I called her again because I don't want to just leave her ass hanging. But now she want money from me. Man.
You're a victim. There we go, CSI.
Talk about money. I guess his grandma gets caught up. Well, grandma has a little misadventure, I guess, financially. Check this out.
You say you found it in the no! Got my $500 out my car, McKinney. Did you all pay? Yeah, you a goddamn.
How much money that is?
Why the rest of my money, nigga?
Oh my God.
Yes.
You're damn lie. He stole money against the Chase? No, not
He
that.
stole my money. $500.
He said $500. I know
Look at all that
I had
money.
my money.
That's not your money. I'm telling you how much you want. I'm not.
Jay, you got this from Philip, right? Yes. He
He
said,
lied.
he said,
Wait a minute, excuse me, baby. Let me tell you the lie he told me.
Close door,
He
y'all.
told me that he was walking down the road yesterday. You found some money in the attic and gave him $20.
Give me mine.
I don't know.
He's not money. He said,
Lord, y'all excuse me for saying what I said in the house. He done stole my $500. No, not that. Man, get out of here, bro. You nigga. Excuse me, baby.
Yes, ma'am.
Yo, see, it starts out with, not having a dad in the home. Feed this, your grandma. Here's another too. There's certain things that grandma and even grandpa can't even do, which is be a father and be a mother. You feel me? His mom ain't doing a job. Father ain't doing a job. Shit, father could not be the job because he might not even know that the kids is even with the grandma. You feel me? Shit, what about that?
Holy Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
What is that? What the fuck is that?
Fix your mask. How about this? Why about you worry about your podcast, fucker? You feel me? How about you worry about that? See, people want to come in here and hate on people when they see that somebody else is making more moves than even they are doing. You feel me? They just want to come in. There's always a hater or a bot or somebody or some troll who wish that they could do what they could do. Wish they looked the way I looked. You know what I'm saying? Wish they were able to go, have their name and likeness, have people come in and watch their videos, but they can't. So fix your mask. Yo, check this out. The next time you want to say anything on my show, you better super chat it. If not, your ass is gonna be banned off the channel. You don't even have to worry about, seeing this. You don't have to worry about anything about this channel. How about that? With that being said, yo, fix your mask. What a goofy name. Fix your mask. Check it.
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch.
All right, so let's continue. We ain't gonna time for the little niggatrons today. Let's see here. Oh, now yo, let's talk about delusion. This lady is into total denial. Check her out.
Left me for a heavy-set Caucasian woman. He made me feel so low with wanting to be me and who I am. He literally made me feel like I'm not beautiful because he wanted a different preference.
She's not willing to change for a man.
Bruh. Bruh.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
This is a sick Negro.
Who are these niggas? I cried laughing when I read it. You know what I'm saying? like, we need to stay away from these niggas.
Bruh, are you fucking serious? This chick look like a whole demon out here. I know it's crazy. She said something that was interesting. Check this out.
My ex left me for a heavy-set Caucasian woman.
His ex left her for a heavyset Caucasian woman. I guess that supposedly is the woman that he left her for. But guess what? You know what's ironic? She has blonde hair and you have blonde hair. I bet you a big fat sack that when your boyfriend got with you, you probably didn't have that blonde hair. He might not have them little weird ass eyes. And he probably didn't have all these weird ass face piercings. See, the truth is that he got with her, and you know, she had the weave, and she probably had like a cheek piercing and stuff like that. Because remember, that was like big in style, right? She probably had the cheek things, and he was probably like, okay, she's kind of cute or whatever, and got with her. But then this bitch went overboard and went Hellraiser and shit. And this ninja was like,
This is a sick Negro.
so shit, he went and got with Lily White. Beat this. She wants to be a little white looking ass demon anyway. Why don't he just go get with him a nice little white woman? You know what I'm saying? Look. At this point, he's like, if anything, she could lose some weight. But yeah, who wants to be with that? That looks scary, bro. Damn. Something might get caught. You know what I'm saying? With all them piercings, bro. Sheesh.
This is a sick Negro.
So listen, so he said that he wanted to be with a chick that, you know, he didn't want her to be who she was. What it was is that she wasn't, like I said, she was not this chick when he got with her. You can tell in the wording. See, the truth is in the lies.
Made me feel so low with wanting to be me and who I am. He literally made me feel like I'm not beautiful because
That she's not beautiful. To be honest with you, I don't think he was mad that you wasn't beautiful. To be honest, I believe that you probably was beautiful to him, but bitch, you changed. You done start putting fucking on all that type of shit on your face, all the shit on your face and tattoos. And I'm gonna say this, y'all: when women do stuff like this, especially if you got with her and then now she has this, some dude, some ninja that you likes this type of shit or looks like this, and she's emulating the dude who's fucking her. Whoever's fucking her, he probably has a pierced, you know, he probably pierced his thing or something like that. He's probably one of them type of weirdos because I don't know who would be attracted to this, but she's obviously trying to attract somebody with this, man. You can't tell me that she just want to be like this just to be like this. Shit is ridiculous. Talk about cultural misappropriation. Let's see here. Oh. Let's see here. What's this? Sheesh. Hell no. Hell no.
But shh, don't tell nobody.
Man, that's why I keep on telling y'all. I need to stop promising these chicks monogamy. That way, when you do look at a chick, she can act like she know. Act like you know, girl. Act like you know. Let's see here. What else we got here? I feel like we already covered all the bases.
Whatever you want. I'll cook for you, wait on you, make love to you. I can make you happy, Josh. I can make you so happy.
No.
Yo. Shit. Josh is straight off of that shit.
You're a victim. Here we go, CSI.
Man, out of the number of all the chicks I used to talk to in my 20s, and now they come back in their 40s or my 30s, now they come back in their 40s. Yo, shit crazy, bro. Shit crazy. What does you have to say?
Y'all finna win, especially right here on this social media platform. You gotta delete your friends. You gotta delete your family. You gotta delete people from your hometown and add nothing but strangers. The family that do not support you, they don't share nothing, they don't like nothing, they don't love nothing. If they know you got a business, they don't support you and send people your way. But they'll go shop with the people that got a business just like yours. You see what I'm saying? That hate be something serious. Your friends that be posting them subliminal, slick shade posts. Yeah, delete them, get them gone. They ain't your friend for real. They just want to be up in your business, see what you got going on. A lot of people, they don't become successful until they move out of their hometown because people really be hate for real. They be having like a crab in a bucket mindset. They don't want nobody to grow or outgrow them. You know what I'm saying? They want to keep you stagnant. What you got to do is add nothing but strangers. They don't even know you and they want you to win. They don't even know what you and they vibe with you the long way. People that know you, they don't like you because they know that you the GOAT for real. They know you got something going on and you finna take off for real. But I don't understand that mindset because we can get some money together. You know what I'm saying? We can do this thing together. But I be so glad when God be revealing people's hearts and showing me how wicked and evil people is. It's like you don't need no snakes beside you. You don't need no devils beside you because guess what? Bad company corrupt good character.
Yo, no lies detected. That's kind of crazy because her sentiment almost kind of go along with the other chick that what she was saying earlier. Remember what old girl was talking about how she would stick to her man, stick with her man and stuff like that? I mean, I know she's talking about business and just life in general, but see this, your man goes hand in hand because guess what? A lot of women's dreams come true, and most women get through life because they had a man in their life willing to invest in them. That's why old girl said she's willing to be a pick-me, because guess what? There's a benefit of having a good dude or, saying a real man around. There are perks to it. I wanted to run that video one more time, but now I don't even know where it went. That's whack. Oh, here we go. Do I already have it up? Oh, here we go.
And then come home.
Oh no, that's the groovy chick.
Pick me. I don't give a fuck. If my man cheated on me, we're working it out. I'm not coming on the internet ranting and telling my business. I'm not finna run and tell my family shit with their dysfunctional, unhappy, unhealthy asses. I'm not finna call my raggedy ass friends that probably secretly want the man that I'm fucking, offer them to be a girl's girl and tell me, hey girl, let's go out and get cute and fuck him, girl, let's go do us. I won't do it. When my man calls my phone and it's loud or bitches is being loud, everybody gotta shut the fuck up or it's time for me to go. I am not ruining my relationship for anything on the outside. I'm gonna love my man loud and proud. I'm gonna always make my man feel seen, safe, heard, respected, understood, valued, chosen, honored, all of these things. And you wanna know why? Because my black man deserves love and reassurance just as well as I do. I'd rather be a pick-me than a skip-me. And I'm not even a pick-me. I'm just a solid, authentic.
But yo, she brought up her toxic ass relatives, which is key. A lot of sisters in the community get held back because they're listening to what their sister, their aunt, or their mama had got to say about a man, unfortunately. The sisterhood, they act like they uplift each other, but the truth is they hold each other back. Because some of them wish that they had the type of man that you had. For real. For real.
Emotional damage.
But Al Bundy once said, women know women and women hate each other. So, hey, shit crazy. Now, what else I got for y'all? I got a few more minutes to spend with y'all. Here we go.
did was tell my man to F my face. I'm giving him oral and he's like, say if I'm sitting on the bed like I am and he's just in front of me and he's just F-ing my face. The worst thing you can say is to a man to do that. Or you laying down, don't lay down, let him be on top of you and F your face. Oh my God. You gonna die. You gonna die because they don't care. They gonna go as deep down your throat as possible. They gonna be really in that thing like they in the coochie. Like, be careful when you tell your man to F your face. That is only for the pros. Beginners, don't do that because you're gonna be crying tears and snot and you're gonna be screaming, telling him to stop and let you go, because they gonna be all down your throat. I'm talking about deep down your throat, girl. Like, be cautious and be careful what you ask for. Now, if you're a pro, you know how to handle it. Us pros know how to handle it, but still sometimes I be like, God damn. But I'm the person that's gonna sit there and be like, I can handle anything. Like, I don't care. I'm gonna take all that down my throat. I don't care.
Oh, you know what? I don't know who she is, but she is despicable. I need to find, hey, if y'all know who this is, you know what I'm saying? Let her know that, you know what I'm saying, I want to help her. I want to help her. I want to show her. I just need to talk to her. You know what I'm saying? I just need to talk to her for research purposes.
That all up in me at one time. Don't try to make me take all that dick at one time.
Slow and easy.
He said, don't worry. I wouldn't do that to you. I would not rush all this dick up in you at one time. I'm going to take it easy on you. She said, okay, I think I can take it. So he laid down. The nigga rushed all that dick up in her.
Jammed it into there.
Jammed and round.
Like Jam City.
All kind of dick up in that girl at one time.
Damn.
And took her breath some more.
Damn. Yep. But yo, she must not really like her boyfriend, because why she advertising? I feel like you advertising, girl. For real, you advertising.
She wanna put that pussy on me, put it on me.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And guess what? For the right dude, she will drop her boyfriend for that dude. Advertising about how she gives the good brain.
Yeah. Represent for the bad girl, let me hear that. Right now.
Lisa! Lisa, come look at this refrigerator, see if it's a Whirlpool. Goodness!
Mm-hmm. Perfect. No lie. You almost didn't expect that with that damn moo on. Like, no lie. It was kind of a surprise.
She wanna put that pussy on me, put it on me.
My shit sleepy, bitch. This ain't no sleepover. This is a whorehouse.
Damn. Yo. She says, when a ninja tried to act all tired from working, get your ass up on this. He says, damn.
Do not come to my shit sleepy, bitch. This ain't no sleepover. This is a whorehouse.
Yo, that must be a voiceover, because that's something that a man would say. Like, you know what I'm saying? Shit, this is a motherfucking spot. This ain't no hotel. This ain't a Holiday Inn. The fuck?
What kind of shit is that?
Yeah, I don't know. I ain't comfortable enough to just go to some gross house just to sleep after work. I go back to my house. Fuck that. Fuck, you know what's so cool? What's so cool about her crib that I need to go over there and sleep? Shit, I wouldn't want a bitch to come over and want to fucking go sleep over here. Shit. Fuck, you better fuck me good before you go to sleep. What's this? Okay. Okay, they traditional Africans. Barefoot and all. They're like Zulus or something, yo. Okay. Shout out to the Zulu warriors. Man. Okay. All right. Damn. I ain't got that many cheeks on here today. Is she cute? Yeah, she kind of get it. Damn. You nothing but titty though, baby. Sheesh. They definitely not a thirst trapper brother. Or two, huh? It looked like they put on like a regular outfit on her. Okay. Let's continue. I ain't gonna lie, your boy had a long day. Your boy tired. Oh, let me at least play this. I might have to touch on this tomorrow. Damn, I ain't gonna lie. I got a couple of things I can try to show. Man, I ain't gonna lie, your boy kind of tired. But I'm gonna try to see if I can go through some of this with y'all. Okay, more cheeks. All right, come on. You know, we know y'all brothers like seeing lady buns. You dig? Let's see here.
Se ci fai la mio, ya niente so già godo. Poi muore a mio, tu mi dai città podo. E ti me movito, butei ne pamodo. Già è quanto habla, ya niente so già godo. Oh, ya quando to già godo. Già. Se ci fai la mio.
She was from a little bitty itty bitty committee. But yeah, them African chicks be having them African women be having some bodies on them. Like she ain't had much titties, but she had all that ass. Okay, one more time for him. Okay. Let's see here. What else I got for y'all? This dude kind of touches on the fact of, damn, I got a couple of little things I gotta show y'all. He touches on, him, how he was basically the guy that girls didn't want, kind of basically like a nerd. And when he got on his, when he got on the shit, now they back on his dick.
Y'all ain't like me growing up, not never. Then I got a white woman, and because I got money, now it's like you don't like sisters. Y'all ain't never gave me the time of day, and when I tried, it was like I was nerdy, weird, ugly duckling, and nobody wanted nothing to do with me. And now I'm supposed to, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's my experience, and then I don't, if I shot my shot at you, I might have thought you was, you know what I'm saying? But if y'all don't like me, and we know it happens, because it happened to black little girls, it happened to black boy where you ain't, you just ain't it. But then now if I go date something else is, oh, I hate myself. If I do shit, you made me feel like that. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all never wanted nothing to do with me. So it's on both sides. But at the end of the day, if I go with where I'm being shown love, what's the issue with that? I mean, it's about me. We should think people go do what they do for them instead of thinking it's about us. No, I went and dated a white woman because I wanted to, not because of whatever you got going on.
And I agree with him. The only thing I give a pushback to is black girls. I'll honestly say that maybe black girls maybe heard that from the guys that they really, really liked. But what about the guys that they turned down? Guess what? For every guy who turned down a black woman, that same woman has turned down 10 times those other black men. It's just that, when a girl doesn't have anything invested in you, like, for example, she doesn't even think you're cute, or doesn't even think you're sexy or attractive, it's no big deal for her to fucking stomp on your heart and fucking diss your ass. You feel me? And I would honestly say that black men go through that more than women. That's actually why a lot of men in the hood, what they do is they compensate for girls not wanting them by hollering at a bunch of females. Because it's true. It is true that, read this, somebody's going to like you. But just going off and just necessarily just firing in the wild and just trying to holler at chicks is not really the way to go either, right? We're in the monetized dating market. And I ain't gonna front. I used to be a holler master. I'm pretty good at picking up on a chick. But one thing I know is that the success rate on it, not very good. Shit, nowadays, even if I do kind of holler at a chick on straight up, it'll have to be because she gave me some indication that some type of choosing signal, something. Oh, 17th and 0 comes through, says, "What's up?" And then Cali West, he said, "I'm late. I saw that the clip online, and he's right about that. I know many brothers that have gone through that, including my brother." Facts. Man, put this. Hey, check this out, 17th and 0. You didn't even have to, look, yo, check this out. You didn't even have to be a nerd. You didn't even have to be a nerd in high school or junior high to go through this. You was just probably just the dude. Listen to this. You could have been a cool dude. You could have been even low-key popular. But guess what? Just because you was a popular dude doesn't mean that you was that nigga. And I'll just say this much: as a dude who's kind of used to getting pussy from like junior high and high school, I'll tell y'all this right now. Yo, it was kind of hard for you to get a chick to mess with you in your grade. You feel me? You almost had to be the man or somebody of status at your school to get a girl in your grade. Most dudes in my school, they had to go date underclassmen. They had to go date, like, for example, with me, I dated I think juniors and sophomores, you know what I'm saying, when I was like a senior, or whatever grade that was, the year before and after, 2 years, that was just about my limit. You feel me? But why? Because the hypergamy was on it was over 9,000. You feel me? So this is something that nerds, nerds or the educated lanes or whatever they call them, they need to understand that. Believe me, every dude kind of went through that, because guess what? There are dudes who are cool, but guess what? There are dudes who are maybe kind of cool, popular, and we not that we didn't care about these hoes, but guess what? Them hoes didn't care about us. It kind of is what it is. Shit, especially when we were seniors, man. None of them chicks on seniors was really dating other seniors. They're dating drug dealers and dudes out in college. Man, I still remember a dude who went to school 2 years prior to us came to our homecoming with a chick, bruh. I'm just like, damn, technically, aren't you an adult now? You don't even go to school no more. But guess what? That was 1998. That was a long time ago. Shit was different back then. But nah, he was speaking facts. He wasn't lying. He definitely wasn't lying.
Level up. Can I see you as my crush? I will not trust. Said before I don't want love.
I guess she was from Streamer University or something, huh? 17 says, I was far from that ninja in high school. I had a few bars I talked to by nothing serious, but because there was a grown man and black or fresh, I wasn't a nerd. I was just a cool ass ninja. All right, salute. So yeah, so I kind of feel like we all kind of went through that. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, you could have even been a self-proclaimed pookie or people who call you a pookie, and trust me, sometimes, you know, you need to be just a little bit more than just hood to get some of these hood hoes. You know what I mean? You have to be a hood ninja with dough. Trust me. You know what I'm saying? The pookie route was never the move. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's just getting this with some damn 304s. All right, but yeah, let's continue.
You now what's the name of that girl you fucked at the streamer you?
What are you talking about? Why you hung up so fast? Why you let him finish?
Some of y'all say he go too hard. It ain't that bad. Oh, yes, it is. Now you see. You have cooned so bad that they damn near need to put your face in the dictionary next to the word coon.
I'm going to hospitalize you coons because I care about you. The Dr. Papa Mental Health Hospital for Coons.
Damn, bro. Did his boy really salt him up like that? For real? Like that? Really? He did you like that? Whew.
Get out of here before I kill you, nigga.
Sheesh. Shit hard out here, boy. 17 then said the bras our age wanted Nito Brown ass ninjas that was unobliged or fresh out of jail ass ninjas. Hey, I was there. Hey, I was there. Remember what Chris Cross said? Shit, on the way to school, I be watching you. Shit, truth over emotion says salute, bro. Hey, I appreciate you for checking in, bro, on this late night. You feel me? Shit, it's no longer even Sunday in the East Coast. It's now Monday in the AM. Your boy got a long ass shift to work, and I'm still on here, you know what I'm saying, cooking it up. So please, y'all, like, share, and subscribe. Press the like button. Press the unlike button. Just let me know how we doing so I need to know what it is. You feel me? I understand. I don't mind constructive criticism as well. Just as long, you know, as y'all ain't on a hating shit. But guess what? The righteous feels real. Everybody's in here in the chat doing the vibe. We had one hater, you know what I'm saying, got his ass up out of there. Shit, he's actually welcome to talk shit now because I put him on a temporary ban. But if you got anything to say, fix your face, ass ninja, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you super check that shit. If not, I'm gonna just swat that shit.
Perfect.
Now, 17 says, and you're right, even being street wasn't even enough for most of these broads. Right, because guess what? There's some street dudes, there's a lot of drug dealers who had big hearts for these girls, but guess what? When they ended up getting to jail, guess what? When a dude was in jail with his big heart, she was opening up that little ass pussy to his homeboy who was selling dope too. So, yeah. Shit crazy, bro.
Emotional damage.
Well, the women, you're almost never safe because anything could happen. You know, you could be a soldier, your ass go to war and get burnt up by IED or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Your chick don't want you now because you all burnt up looking. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things. Unfortunately, there's only trade-offs in life. There's no guarantees. You know, Mark Twain said, there's no guarantee. There's no guarantees in life, only but death and taxes. You feel me? Now, all right, what else I got for y'all, boy? Shit, I wonder You know, he said, did he smash the one from the streaming university? I wonder if he's referring to her right here.
Can I see you as my crush? Can I see you as my crush? I will not trust. Teddy for I don't want love.
Hey yo. Hey y'all. Do y'all think she was better than Cooking with Kaya? Is she better than Cooking with Kaya? Hey, it could be. Ooh, hey, she giving Cooking with Kaya a run for her motherfucking money, bruh. Is she not? Am I tripping?
She won't put that pussy on me, put it on me.
Yo, she giving Cooking with Kaya a run for her money, bruh. Right here. I wonder if he smashed her. Look at them curves on her, boy. Sky Daddy said she turbo thick. Yeah, she thicker than a motherfucker, bro. I didn't even see that junk until now. I knew that she was pretty, so I was like, okay, let me just put this up to talk about it. But I didn't know that she had fucking. Hey, man, she got more cakes than Duncan Hines, boy. Shit.
She won't put that pussy on me, put it on me.
Now, Sky Daddy says, Cali West, keep doing your thing, big dog. You know, I got to, man. Hey, I got to give the people what they want. And then 17th and 0 says about, saying about men, having big hearts and doing, taking penitentiary chances for these chicks. He says, getting rammed by all his enemies on the block as soon as they lock him up in prison. Sometimes that same very night when he's in the lockup, bruh.
You're a victim.
There we go, CSI.
Man, yo, it is definitely.
It's an evil world we live in.
That all up in me at one time. Don't try to make me take all that dick at one time.
Slow and easy.
He said, don't worry. I wouldn't do that to you. I would not rush all this dick up in you at one time. I'm going to take it easy on you. She said, okay, I think I can take it. So he laid down. The nigga rushed all that dick up in her.
Jammed it into there.
Jammed and rammed.
Like Jam City.
All kind of dick up in that girl at one time.
Damn.
And took her breath some more.
17-0 says it's close, but Kaya looks like she got that good, though, by the way she moves. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. To be honest with you, if it was up to me, I'm just talking, in theory, right? If it was up to me, she and Kaya would have to both give me a taste. I would have to get a little bit of a taste. And I ain't just talking about eating the poom poom either. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who done ran up in that raw dog, but I would definitely like to have to take them both on a test ride. You dig? 17-0 says it's a dirty game out here. It sure is. As a matter of fact, talk about Cooking with Kaya. I think I got a video of Cooking with Kaya. I think at the beach with some little kids. Check her out. Oh shit, hold up. Let's pull up Cooking with Kaya. She at the beach, and I guess these kids knew who she was, supposedly. I don't know how these kids know who Cooking with Kaya is, but okay. I know some little kids too, but let's just see. Hold up.
Y'all, did y'all hear the kids? Y'all, the little babies are so cute. That melts my heart.
Yo, no cap though. Kaya got a dope ass body too. No lie. I always say that Kaya does have an amazing body, and Kaya does actually look good. But you know what's ironic? did she kind of have the same hairstyle that the chick from Sugar University had?
I will not trust. Teddy for I don't want love.
I don't know, dog. Here's the thing. Look. If I found out that this light skinned chick had a weave in her head, that will probably equalize them. But if all that curly shit is coming from the roots of her hair, bro, I don't know, dude. Jig, I don't know. My boy Sky Daddy come through with a $2 super chat. He said something for the collection plate. Love your Paulo. I appreciate you, my G. Hey, yo.
A win is a win. A win is a win. I don't care what y'all say. A win is a win.
Hey, I appreciate you, man. Hey, every dollar, like I told y'all boys, every dollar goes back into the Cali West Miami channel. You feel me? To get this a little better. You know what I'm saying? Look, I told y'all I was going to give y'all a little bit more clarity when it came to my video. I did that. I'm probably going to have to get some little better lighting. You know what I'm saying? Because at least y'all can see the detail. I just wish it was a little bit lighter. The Logitech Brio, I had a Logitech Brio 4K camera. Technically, that's supposed to be better. And in certain instances, it was a little bit, I guess, a little more brighter, but not brighter in the right way. So I had to switch it up to this camera. And this camera is a little bit more detailed. It's not as blurry, I noticed. You know, it looks better. You know, especially the fact that I'm using a green screen, so it looks a lot cleaner. You know, especially the fact that I'm gonna try to put out more YouTube shorts and stuff like that. So I can't be having a messed up picture. And one of the reasons why I had problems with the Logitech 4K Brio was because of the fact that the focus used to kind of go out of focus. And I used to hate that. And I used to hate doing that when I'm talking, breaking on my points. And just because I put it in my hands, all of a sudden now I can't see shit. I used to hate that shit. So I appreciate everything because it all goes back to the channel. You know, better video cameras, get better equipment. You feel me? Yo, your boy, you know what I'm saying? Your boy gonna come with it, bro, for 2025 and forward. Now, Sky Daddy said Exotico Melodico for the win. Real hair +1. Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's the flip side to it. It's like, I know Kaya, you know what I'm saying? Kaya, I do look, even that time when I was, you know, being judgmental about Kaya, I did put the disclaimer that I thought that she was very attractive. That is hands down. I do think she's very attractive. She's kind of the roundaway girl, but this chick right here, I don't know. You might be able to take her into the business meeting as long as she don't say no ghetto shit. Look at her ass, bro. Fuck. Oh my God. Sheesh. Hey, yo. If I'm not mistaken, you know who that might be? Is that the chick? That's the chick that DDG might be fucking with, huh? Because I know DDG done replaced Haley, and that's kind of one of the reasons why she's tripping, too. But facts, Sky Daddy. 17th and L says, did you hear about that story about the ninja that broke in his house only to find out that his dad was in the bed with his baby mama of his 3 kids? Dad stabbed him, and third kid is for the dad. Oh, no. Oh, no. What the fuck, bruh? Oh, no.
Oh. Who are these niggas?
I cried laughing when I read
You know what I'm saying? like, we need to stay away from these niggas.
Yeah, man. Hey, man. Yo, that's why they even say, like, in Islam, you know, this is a Christian channel. You know, we in the Resisphere, we're Christian based up in here, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, we don't judge anyone by their, you know, their religion and all that, right? But, yo, one thing I could definitely say about Islam is one of the things that is kind of respectable, or one thing you kind of respect about the religion is that they try to stay away from certain things. Like, for example, they say, you know, if you're like not a sibling, if you're not sibling or the actual like parent of that woman, you are not supposed to be with her as a man. Why? Because guess what? Even your dad will bone your chick, bro. Your dad will bone your chick. Your son will bone your, his stepmama. You know what I'm saying? This, a man's a man. He says, 17th and 0 says, the end figured out that his baby mama was cheating and broke into his own house to find it was his daddy. Damn, man, that's fucking sad, bro. That's really sad. That's really sad, bro.
Emotional damage.
That's fucked up. Let me play this thing real quick. One more moment.
Y'all ain't like me growing up, not never. Then I got a white woman, and because I got money, now it's like you don't like sisters. Y'all ain't never gave me the time of day, and when I tried, it was like I was nerdy, weird, ugly duckling, and nobody wanted nothing to do with me. And now I'm supposed to, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's my experience, and then I don't. If I shot my shot at you, I might have thought you was, you know what I'm saying. But if y'all don't like me, and we know it happens because it happened to black little girls, it happened to black boy where you ain't, you just ain't it. But then now if I go date something else, is I hate myself. If I do shit, you made me feel like that. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all never wanted nothing to do with me. So it's on both sides. But at the end of the day, if I go with where I'm being shown love, what's the issue with that? I mean, it's about me. We should think people go do what they do for them instead of thinking it's about us. No, I went and dated a white woman because I wanted to, not because of whatever you got going on.
And I must say, my bad. I actually meant to play something else, actually. But I'll read the super chats real quick, and then I'll play what I was going to play. 17 says, you can't take neither social media influencers, hoes that's parading around half naked and twerking online. Sheesh. He said, man, you can't control these hoes. I don't care what you think you call yourself keeping them away from. It's a losing battle. Facts. Hey, CGA has this saying. Coach Greg Adams has this saying. He says, I let them wild horses run free. And I must say, I love that fucking saying. Because that's almost like because I can almost kind of picture like horses, you know. Horses like to be wild. They want to be able to run. They like to be able to run far. You feel me? Shit. The horse might even come back. But a horse needs to have free range. Kind of like chickens. They need to be able to kind of graze and do what the fuck they gotta do. They can't be held down and coddled and stuff like that. You gotta let these wild horses run free. So I definitely believe that, bro. Yeah, man. Look. Here's the thing. Unfortunately, the things that men had in place to safeguard a woman or to keep her away or to keep her a certain way, those safeguards are over. Let's go. There's a bumble clot. Hold on. Oh, I thought this was interesting.
If white cock or black cock is right for you, let's talk about it. It's important to know that both will get the job done, but depending on your needs and what you need to fill, one is definitely better than the other. In my case, I will be choosing the black cock for the front. If you are working with a large gap or hole, you will see that this is going to work beautifully. Now for the back door, my preference is a white cock. As you can see here, the slit that I need to fill is much smaller. Now I know some of you may be thinking it's a little excessive to have two different cocks to get the job done, but I am all about the max efficiency in the shortest amount of time. It's also important to have the right size tip for the hole that you need to fill. Even if your cock is well used and pretty beat up like this one, don't worry, it will still work. Now the black cock is fairly new to me, but I did decide to go with a larger tip due to the size of the hole that I am working with today. You're going to want to hold it firmly and apply light pressure to the tip, and then gently rub it into the crease or hole that you are wanting to fill. It can be a little nerve-wracking at first, but don't be afraid to really get in there. Go ahead and really work it into the area, as any excess mess can be cleaned up at a later time. Once you have filled the hole, you're going to want to take your finger and gently rub along everywhere you have put the cock. I advise that you use a glove for protection. Fortunately, I didn't have one handy and I was eager to get the job done, so I went ahead and went without. Not afraid, I think this gives a very smooth finish. Pro tip, you're always going to want to keep a rag around if you're not using a glove, just to clean the excess mess off of your hands. Sometimes it gets a little sticky when it gets hard. Now that it is hard, I am very satisfied with the result.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Gotcha. Gotcha.
That all up in me at one time. Don't try to make me take all that dick at one time.
Slow and easy.
He said, don't worry. I wouldn't do that to you. I would not rush all this dick up in you at one time. I'm going to take it easy on you. She said, okay, I think I can take it. So he laid down. The nigga rushed all that dick up in her.
Jammed it into there.
Jammed and round.
Like Jam City.
All kind of dick up in that girl at one time.
Dang.
And took her breath some more.
I ain't gonna lie, that's a good looking white woman right there. But see, y'all mind was in the gutter, huh? Wasn't it? Y'all mind was in the gutter. I ain't gonna lie, I thought it was something else too. But and then I, because y'all know your boy does a little bit of home improvement. I'm very handy, when it comes to my hands and stuff. So it was like once you kind of said a few points, I was like, ah, shit, man. Okay, she got me. For real.
This is a sick Negro.
What else I got for y'all? Oh, let me go to the comment section real quick. Now, please, y'all, like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you're feeling this shit, y'all. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? All y'all new viewers and ninja watchers, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Don't think I ain't checking the stats. You know what I'm saying? Can we get some of these likes to match the views? Well, people are dropping in and out, so I get it. It is what it is. But come on, y'all. I can get these likes up. At least if y'all don't like it, if y'all leaving or anything like that, y'all can press the thumb button down. At least be useful. Do something. Now, with that being said, let me go to the comment section. So, boom. 17th says, now where I disagree with that ninja on there is I stepped my game up and improved myself out of high school. I knew I couldn't compete with them grown men in high school. Son, I didn't even try. Well, here's the thing. There was no point in trying to compete because you weren't going to win. And then two, the truth is, it's not that you don't compete with those guys eventually later in time, but you had to get your fitting in to kind of be able to kind of fuck with the big dogs. Like, think about it. Most dudes didn't even have a car out of high school. You feel me? Most people didn't have a car out of high school. Some people didn't even have a job out of school. Some people finally got their first job after they graduated high school. Some people didn't get their first job until they went to college and they got that part-time job being like security or, or parking enforcement or some shit like that. Or, I don't know, parking enforcement, a cook, or, I don't know, working in a damn taco stand or some shit like that. People did all types of shit. You feel me? Now, 17 says, now, he said, now once I got to college and after I dropped out, I more made up for the lost time, and I wasn't mad about not getting the bras in high school because I'm a realist. Facts. Well, you end up realizing too, and I wish that we had people who were wise enough to tell us that, to say, yo, you know what I'm saying? The chicks that you want ain't even born yet, bruh. Because do this, at 45, I might not want to start a family, but understand, hypothetically speaking, if I did want to start a family, why would I want to start a family with a chick who's 40 or 45? Like, you know what I'm saying? She probably already had kids. She don't want to have no more kids, right? And guess what? Even if she did want to have kids, she probably couldn't have kids. You know what I'm saying? She might have an oopsie baby, but you don't want to have an oopsie baby. You want to be with a woman who's able to give you, you know what I'm saying? You have a kid with a woman, you might want to have a sibling for that child. You feel me? You might want to have a third child. So it's like, you feel me? Like, what do you do? But let's just be real. You probably didn't really have any money to truly finance having a child until you probably got into your late 30s, early 40s. For real. You feel me? And you haven't got to live your life and know how it is feel to soy roll oats, man, as a man. Because that's important as well. Because trust me, you don't want to be a dude who want to get married and you only have been with 3 girls in your life, bro. You know what I'm saying? That would be terrible, bro. That would be definitely terrible.
He ain't lying.
All right, y'all. Let's go and show y'all some more videos. Wow. We're going to the 2-hour mark. All right, let me show y'all some booty or some sexiness. No lie, no cap. I had to watch it a few times just to make sure it wasn't AI. But she's a real chick. But no lie, I had to keep on looking. I had to look at her profile a few times. Like, is she a fake chick? Because, they're doing a lot of this AI stuff, but that's a real chick, bro. Yeah, her eyes look good, bro. Oh, my God, bro. 17 they'll say, I got homies like that. Yeah, he this. Shit. Some of us were those homies, you feel me? If you like that. If you like that. No man's without any mistakes. Okay. Your boy unloading them clips. Where we at? Where's she at? There we go.
Why men are tired of dating in America.
What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? What the hell y'all say?
Look at this. Somebody come look at this. Look at this. Somebody come and look at this.
Why men are tired of dating in America.
Nobody wants to date me. I want to date you. I find you really attractive and I think that we should go out. Go away.
Because every date feels like a job interview.
A man who is broke or financially challenged or whatever you want to call it, he is not biochemically wired to be able to love you right.
What does that mean?
So what that means is, as a woman, and I
put a dollar value on it. Don't give me the yearbook answer.
At least a minimum of 6 figures. Minimum.
They have to prove themselves, pay for everything, and act like their therapist, just to maybe get a second date.
Ladies and gentlemen, so this young lady tweeted and said that 80% of men who are single ain't even interested in dating. They not even trying.
Meanwhile, she comes to the date late, she's constantly on her phone, and she tells you that she's still healing. And this doesn't feel like dating for men. It feels like emotional labor.
This is what happens when a man gets tired of being disrespected and underappreciated in the United States dating scene, so he packs his bags and finds better treatment abroad.
Ah, shit. I don't know if these music is cleared. Now, JJ says, salute to Kelly West, Miami, and the chat. Thanks for checking in, my G.
Yourself a Colombian with the definition of happiness. We give you love, we cook for you, we support you in all your business, we grow together, we dance salsa, and we enjoy Colombia.
How we view American women after we get our passports. Man. Some of y'all in this music.
I've been waiting for
I'm the villain in your story. Come be a hero and do something about it. Come on, do something about it. I'm waiting on you. I'm waiting on you. Since I'm the villain, you come be like them hero ass niggas and get rid of me. I bet it won't be easy.
Okay. So yeah, man. I mean, shit. Hey, we're in a different way. But this, what can we say?
It's an evil world we live in.
That Jesus says Babylon, Egypt, Sodom and Gomorrah, and what this place is against what is right, is against the Bible, is against God Almighty, Yahshua, Jesus Christ, and the Holy Spirit. So the country is very wicked, unclean, narcissistic, predatory, hellish, and blasphemous. Hey, like your boy said,
it's an evil world we live in.
Facts. Now, let's see here. What else we got? Remember we were talking about earlier. Let's see here. Remember earlier. Oh, there's another chick who's competing with. We're talking about cooking with Kaya. There's another chick who they say is competing with cooking with Kaya. Check her out. It said, "No neck." Jay said he don't need cooking with Kaya no more. Oh, okay, hold on. Let me put down my banner. Hold up. There we go. Did it get it right? He got him a little, I don't know, look like a little Dominican mommy. Hey, you don't have to have a neck to go get some poom poom.
She wanna put that pussy on me, put it on me.
Yeah. Now, let's see here. Okay, you know, Miami, you gotta watch out for them mosquitoes. Them mosquitoes. Oh, check this out. Okay, I don't know if I can clear this. Sheesh.
She wanna put that pussy on me, put it on me.
Oh my God. 17th and L says they got a factory of them. Do they? JJD says, I just told you why us good men are tired of dating in this country. I had to blow the trumpet on that note. Well, hey, you know, hey, it is what it is, G. I mean, at this point, I think we kind of, here's the thing, whether we see it as biblical or just really what it is, you know, because guess what they've been saying is that it's been the end of days for the longest. You know, and I don't know if it's in the end of days or not or whatever. Unfortunately, like I said, I believe this has always been how it is. It's just now, but the monetized data market is more pronounced. But you know, hey, here 17 them says catcher's mitt. Sheesh. What else do I want to talk about? I think I just about went over. Oh, one more thing. Here we go.
All men do this. They could have like the most amazing weekend. I mean, they can meet the president of the United States. They can get a brand new car. They can be on their dream vacation. And then you go to their Instagram and it's like one picture of him and his dog. Like, what? Like, are you hiding something, or you just don't want people to know what you're doing? Someone please explain this to me.
I'm gonna be honest with you. That is a multi-layered reason. Some men don't have the time to be doing all the social media stuff. Sometimes they just enjoy themselves. Like, I got a boy, you know what I'm saying? You know, one of my homeboys, you know what I'm saying? He's a passport bro. He be going to all types of places. And you know, I always ask him, like, where the pictures at? Oh, I didn't take no pictures. I'm like, ninja. I'm like, yo, that's what you need to do to kind of get your IG game up. Especially, look, here's the thing, fellas, if you ain't got a lot of money, you feel me? If you're not able to, like, you know, have like, you know, videos of your car or you and your G-Wagon and shit like that, the best way is to show off vacation, showing you living your lifestyle. They love to see that you're going places and stuff like that. You know, use these trips, you know what I'm saying? You know, they like to see lifestyle. You know, go to these nice restaurants, take the picture of this food, take the picture of you eating this food, take a picture of these spots, you know, tag yourself, you know. But that's, you know, I kind of feel like, you know, I can't go to anywhere. I don't even care if it's a new state. I can't leave that state without taking no pictures of that state, you know, having a memory. The memories. It's all about the memories, y'all. JJD says Isaiah 3:26, and then it says chapter 13, being fulfilled before our very eyes. You know the spiritual markers in real time. I've seen a lot of them. So yes, I truly believe in the last days. Well, I never said I didn't believe in the last days. The question is, I don't know if the last days is now. Because read this. Some of those places that, you know, we said that it was gonna have conflicts have always had conflicts for a while. So I mean, I don't know. Like, for example, the Cold War never ended. Cold War never ended. And we clearly see that with Ukraine. Because think about it. The Ukraine literally picked up where the Cold War, quote unquote, ended. No, it didn't. It was always there. So I don't know. I mean, you know, I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying that am I saying that you're wrong? No. I just don't know. I just can't necessarily, I'm not gonna say I agree or disagree that it's the end of days now. Because, you know, the end of days could be in another 100 years. You know, we might never see the end of days in our lifetime. I don't know. 17 says people plot on you if you let everyone know everything about what you're doing. You setting yourself up and marking yourself as a target. I agree. Facts. Wise words being spoken. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Especially with JJ Diesel giving us our spiritual astuteness. And 17 you know what I'm saying? Keeping it real, yo. JJ Diesel says the oppressors created feminism and idolatry. The females fell for it just like Eve fell for the lies from the devil himself in the Garden of Eden. Facts. Hey, that's what I say, man. Nothing under the sun is new. Like, for example, it's funny that you bring up that because what did sisters fall for? It's the sisters who really, hey, here's the thing. In order for feminism to take off, they needed a group of women who had nothing to lose, or they perceived that they didn't have nothing to lose. You feel me? Because guess what? The white women who were on welfare before 1965 were on welfare because these are hoes and degenerates, right? Or, you know what I'm saying, lower class white women, right? So with that being said, when black women decided that they had a stable household and they were going to choose to get a welfare check because they were going to get a new place to live, a new furnished apartment to live in, right? That they could live with the kids and they could separate with their man. They chose that. So yes, that's exactly literally. And look, they needed women like them to be an experiment. Because guess what? A lot of white women want to be strong and independent because they see black women being strong and independent. But the truth is, even when black women were quote unquote submissive, they still had to work jobs because guess what? Black people had to work twice as hard to make it in this country, right? So that meant that your woman had to go to work too, even if you make the largest share of the money. 17 says, no, JJD says, oh no, I already read that. Man, I ain't gonna front, man. This was a good show, like always. Was cooking with fresh. Oh, I guess I do got a little bit more to show. Hold up. You know what? We ain't getting out of here until I show all this. I guess I'm just gonna have to be tired at work. Plus, if I'm not mistaken, I think I fell asleep a little bit earlier. I think I took like a little bit of a nap. I don't remember, but I feel like I did. Now, JJ Dude said they were stupid, and most of them are stupid. Still are stupid. Facts. That's one of the reasons why Martin Luther King was quoted as saying that he led his people into a burning burning building. When that white guy, or that, I'm going to say that white guy, that racist white guy who wanted to go and ask those sisters, who are the 8% of the population that are convicted of most of the crimes. What they don't also explain too is, see, here's the thing: when they had the Civil Rights Bill of 1965, when they decided to integrate black people into the white community said, you know what, we're just going to set up a police force to put black people in jail for free labor. And let's not consider the fact that there was a war brewing in Vietnam. Okay? They needed, guess what? Black people were probably more inclined to go fight for a country that gave them, quote unquote, freedom or, civil rights than they would if they didn't. It's all, and guess what? When those people came out of Vietnam, they didn't have no jobs and they had to be on the street. And guess what happens when you're on the street? You might end up either homeless or you might end up going back to jail or to jail, period. JJD says the following scriptures prove is Ecclesiastes 7:26 to 7:28. All right, let's get to the next video.
That actually, oh my god, oh my god, he has a gun. Oh my god, that guy has a gun. Oh my god. Oh my god. Guys, everybody in.
Yo, that's that Antonio Brown situation where, we all know that Antonio Brown, I did a video about Antonio Brown facing, saying attempted red rum on, saying that dude who protested that whole Gaza bullshit on that damn Super Bowl. And this is a situation where it all went down. Like, for a second, you can kind of speak AB for like maybe a split second, but not really.
Actually, oh my god, he has a gun.
Oh yeah, he ran past mine.
Oh my god, that guy has a gun. Oh my god. Oh my god. Guys, everybody in.
Yo, 17th and else said some real shit too. He said the thing is, black people have been programmed and conditioned to believe we're worth nothing. At the bottom, he said the least of all groups, so it's easy to use us to test dummies for all foolishness. Well, it's not completely that. You gotta understand too. Here's the flip side. Martin Luther King has been quoted for saying that he led black people into a burning building. Why? Because guess what? White people, guess what? White Southerners, as racist as people want to say white Southerners were, there are a lot of prominent business owners, white business owners, who suggested that black people stayed in the South, right? And yeah, it might have been for their own selfish reasons, right? But guess what? They said that one of the flip sides is if they also go to the North, basically the North is going to use them as a stepping stool. Like, for example, the way police force stay in business. Like, for example, if there's absolutely no crime, right? Here's the thing, like for example, different counties work different ways. There are communities that they make so much money on taxes that the cops are actually paid to keep it, are paid almost to make sure to prevent crime, right? But then there are some cops who are not even there to prevent crime. They're only there to capture criminals, because guess what? There's more business in catching the criminals than preventing the criminals, right? That's how it works in major cities like Los Angeles, Chicago, New York, Baltimore, and places like that, right? Where their commodity is to arrest black people so the black people could do cheap labor for these companies, right? So, it's a little bit, and like I said, man, it was our civil rights leaders who sold us out. And when I say our civil rights leaders, mainly Martin Luther King, not necessarily Malcolm X. Malcolm X was warning us since like 1956 that we need to just forget about these damn laws, because Malcolm X said all white people had to do, all the government had to do is enforce the laws that they already had in place. If you're black, you deserve to be able to vote. You deserve to have a right to a fair and speedy trial. These are certain things that they were not willing to uphold. They want to like dangle the carrot over your head. Because guess what? They wrote a civil rights bill, and guess what? Black people still was getting railroaded, right? JJ said stupid women recording and standing around instead of trying to find cover. Facts. JJ said that's disgusting but true, unfortunately, at 17th and 0. Hey, shit is real. Shit is real. What else I got for y'all? I feel like I got one more thing I had to share with y'all. What's this?
Oh, can we catch to left? Can we catch to left to left? Take care of a blow up. Get... Bumbo clot. What kind of blood clot driving shadow, man? But I can't make you catch over the sun blood, brother.
Amy Joe,
What kind of blood clot? Come in here, me.
It's fucking dangerous.
Hold on. A man? What kind of bumbo clot, man? This must a man here.
Yo, man, he crashed into the building, bro. Like he must, I guess he must have thought that truck was about to blow up or something. Is that what it was? He thought it was gonna blow up, but look, he was already kind of gone. And I'm just saying, if you thought it was gonna blow up, why would you drive over there? I would have just drove off in the street. He drove out and crashed into the building, bro. You're a fucking idiot, bro. Shit. What else I got for y'all? Oh, yo, Kevin Samuels professed Simone B's breakdown. Check this out.
For you to come down to reality, B. Simone, is one wrong post. You are one viral video away, one internet canceling away from being back at Forever 21 selling shit. A woman who's a 6 or a 7, like a B. Simone, no insult intended, she's cute. She ain't fine, she's cute. B. Simone, Jill Scott, like that in the face. All of a sudden, when the 8s, 9s, and 10s are gone, the 6s and 7s automatically get all the 8, 9, and 10 shine because the 8s, 9s, and 10s are simply gone. It's not as though those women actually got better, that the other women are just gone. And when you get all of that attention, that when you saw your friends who were 8, 9, and 10, and you were a 6 or a 7, and they're gone, now you're getting 8, 9, and 10 attention, you feel like the woman. And you start to overinflate your SMV, your actual value. So like a B. Simone, no offense, you start to actually feel like you should get a man who's the master of the universe. Especially if you're an attorney or a psych chick, you got a college degree or something like that.
I'm a PhD.
Okay.
Yo, let's just be real. 17 then says nobody will ever value somebody that don't value themselves. I agree. Now, in B. Simone's situation, she actually overvalued herself. Okay? She was the one bragging about how she didn't need a 9-to-5 dude, blah, 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 that, and the other. Hence why Kevin Samuels made this reaction, right? But go figure. Lord and behold, she's complaining about how she ain't got that much money and how she got to go to H&M instead of Bloomingdale's now. So, beat this. The reason why rich people stay rich is because, they find ways to save their money from the beginning. They're not too big for anything like that. Beat this. She could have got with a lawyer and did her comedy shit and been okay. But guess what? She don't like a 9-to-5 ninja. 17 said he predicted Vivica Fox's life too. Man, to be honest with you, I mean, a lot of us kind of technically, look, we got to give him his props. But guess what? It's just red pill. It's red pill doctrine. I mean, we know what's going to happen with the chicks. Be this. The chances of, here's the thing. The chances of the chicks' lives ending like Sierra is slim to none, and Slim just died. Let's just be real. The shit ain't going to be sliding like that. Like, I keep on telling y'all, it's a simp pandemic out here. People ain't simping like that. Look, here's the thing. Like, people can't even afford to simp anymore. That's how bad. It's so bad that look, this time is so bad that guess what? It's cheaper to trick than to simp.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Gotcha. Gotcha.
But shh, don't tell no.
A win is a win. A win is a win. I don't care what y'all say. A win is a win.
17 says, I never seen the value of point of B. Simone, and she ain't fine or cute. She don't take showers. Yeah, that is very nasty and musty that she don't take showers. But I have to be honest with you, B. Simone is not ugly. She's okay. Like, I think here's the thing. If B. Simone took showers, if you knew for sure, like, all right, if B. Simone was not B. Simone, because you can't even trust that she's gonna take showers. You fuck around, marry that bitch, she's gonna stop taking showers. But if she just was not B. Simone, and she was to, you knew that she took showers and she was humble, I'm not saying that nobody would talk to her, but here's the thing. The truth is, y'all, and I understand this because now we're at an age that we kind of, when a woman's attractive, she's not even really attractive, but we tend to be a little bit more tougher on women who have bad attitudes and bad state of minds. That almost turns us off from them. But like I said, you know what I'm saying? People will probably think she was okay if she had a better attitude about life. Now, 17 don't say, I know Vivica's fate was sealed before Kevin Samuels said it. Facts. I just didn't want to stomp on your point, but yeah, a lot of us knew it was fate because, she was already 40 plus. She was way past 40 before Kevin Samuels even blew up. So, you know what I'm saying? Salute to everybody in the RP, you know what I'm saying? We knew what time it was, you know what I'm saying? $17 says, no, before you ask, I wouldn't. Hey, different strokes for different folks, you feel me? Now, what else I got for y'all? Because I ain't gonna lie, your boy, no cap, your boy tired. Damn, it's already 1:45. I didn't know it was that late. I almost kind of feel like I'm done with just about everything. Oh, I think there's one more thing I did want to show. Where's it at? Oh, yes. We might have to talk about this tomorrow, but we're gonna play this tonight and then we're gonna wrap it up.
Whitewashed and fit into the black woman stereotype, which is crazy to say, and I've been seeing way too many black women say this, so let me clock your tea real quick. First of all, the only people that are calling black women that are just simply soft-spoken, educated, or not from the hood, whitewashed, are either A, white people that are just so racist so they can't comprehend in their brain that black people can be anything other than ghetto, or B, black people that grew up in that environment their entire lives so they never really seen anything other than that. So it's just like, as a black woman yourself, why is the image in your brain of black women so negative that you feel like you need to avoid being seen as black? When the only people who are looking at black people in a negative light are, once again, racist white people or black people who just, that's all they seen is the negative side.
Yo. You know what I'm saying? Hey, salute to sis. I don't know if she even necessarily even like black men. You feel me? Not a shot at her. I'm just saying that, in general. We don't know what she likes or what's her preference. But one thing I could definitely say is it is true. Like, for example, ghetto black people say that you're not black because you know how to enunciate, you know how to pronounce your words. You don't say ask, you say ask. You don't say I don't know, you say I don't know. Little things like that. It's true. You don't, it doesn't have, like, white people, black people, even racist white people tend to kind of box you into categories as black people. Black people feel like, some black people feel like you're not black if you don't know how to play spades. You're not black if you don't do this. You're not black if you don't do that. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? White people almost feel the same way too. I had a white person tell me right before Barack Obama, well, Barack Obama already, I think he either won already or was going to win. But I had a white guy tell me Barack Obama is not a black man because he was like, oh, look how he talks. He's not a black man. He's like, he's not rapping. He's not a black man. And what was actually crazy was I was talking to him in a professional, like, it was in a professional setting. And he was still trying to nigger down black people and try to say Barack Obama was the exception to the rule, bro. And straight up and down, it was when I was younger. But, I did give him some pushback. Like, I didn't say this because, it was business, but I was like,
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch.
One time, there was a show called Scrubs. I don't know if y'all ever watched Scrubs, but I used to like Scrubs, right? But there was this one episode where the white doctor, not the dudes who are on residency, not the black guy and the white guy, or the nurse. It was the doctor who was like, maybe in his 40s or something like that. The white guy from he was in not Con Air, he was in The Rock, I think. But anyway, that guy with the curly hair doctor, he one time said to the black guy, he said to him that he was more black than even he was. Because he was like, oh, you can't, he said, you're not good at basketball. He said, your best friend is a white boy, right? And he was like, your girlfriend is a Dominican, or, is a Dominican. He was like, there's nothing black about you. And I had to say, even though I was very big on dealing with black women and stuff like that, well, I ain't lie. No cap, y'all. I always liked sisters, but I've always been an equal opportunity employee. Even before I even got pussy, I was always into other classes of women. But one thing I can definitely say is the fact that, like, damn. I guess I was going to read the chat, so I guess I got caught off my train of thought. Damn, I really wish I could rewind back what I was just saying. I really lost my train of thought trying to multitask. It's really tough trying to do a show. But yeah, man. Like, at the end of the day, people, they're just gonna accept anything. Unfortunately, you're never gonna be able to satisfy everyone. You're not gonna be able to satisfy racist white people. So you just gotta sometimes understand people are just not gonna like you, just not give a fuck. And that's where I'm at in my life. I'm in my life that I don't really give a fuck what anyone really got to say. If my job got something to say, I'll take it in consideration and then I'll move forward accordingly. If not, I guess I won't be working there for too long. But that's any situation in life. 17th and 0 says, she don't like ninjas. You know what? I don't know whether she don't like ninjas or not, because she said that she's not clear washed. I don't know if you know, clear wash is basically like Oreo. Remember that term Oreo? She's saying it's not. She's saying that she's not. Here's the thing. Yo, a black woman could be hood and she could still date white boys. So that's the thing. That's why I did kind of mention I don't know who she dates. Like, I would have to do a little bit more science, because I always tell black men that a woman's hairstyle and even how she dresses and how she carries herself is indicative of who she wants to date. So maybe she wants to deal with a black man who, wears a polo shirt and tucks it into his jeans. I don't know. But there's a possibility that she might be in a market for white boys. That's not out the realm of possibilities. 17 says black people have overtaken racist white people on the biggest black people haters. Well, you know what? It's almost here's the thing. Unfortunately, it's learned behavior. It's learned behavior. 17 says others don't have it no more because we do it for them, and we do is hate on each other. Definitely, I agree. Well, they said if you could get black people to hate each other, they'll do the work for Jim Crow. 17 says, my question is, do all white people sound or act same to me? Because they don't. Nah, because guess what? There are a segment of white people who are called white trash, who white people do not want to associate with. And you know what? You notice that a lot of those white people in the swamp and a lot of those trailers, they talk like, look, a lot of reason why black people talk like that in the South is because that's how Southern white people talk. Think about it. A lot of that old country talk and that slave talk is because they learned that from the ignorant white people of the South. Remember, even rich people from the South was considered uncouth. There are people from Europe who used to talk shit about people from the South because they said the people in the South didn't have any culture. 17 says, I don't seek to offend, but I always seem to. I'm always gonna do me. I just don't step on toes. Hey, facts. He said, "Good black people don't." He said, "Good black girls date white boys." Tiffany had a perfect example. Man, I don't know. I don't know about that. I would not. I would not put them on. I would not categorize women on because shit. She could have dated her brother and then dated white boys. She could have dated white boys and then dated her brother. Maybe she's an equal opportunity employer. I mean, I don't know if all good black girls date white boys. I don't know if I totally agree with that. But there could be an argument for that towards that, no doubt. Hands down. Man, I ain't gonna cap, y'all. 17 knows, does Jerry Jones sound and act like Brad Pitt? Facts. But yo, man, I ain't gonna cap, y'all. Your boy tired, and this is a good conversation, but yo, I gotta cut this shit short. Yo, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you're feeling this shit. I do see I got a couple new subscribers. I appreciate y'all. Please press the like button. Share this on YouTube. Share this to your peoples in the text message. Share them on Instagram. Share it on, X.com. Share it on Facebook. Share it on WhatsApp. Now, 17 says good black girls autocorrected me. Okay, I think I read the same thing, but once again, y'all, it's Cali West. Thank you for tuning in to another episode. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you're feeling this shit. He says hood black girls date white boys. Oh, facts. Look, yo, man, I'm gonna say this before I go. He said hood black girls is what I meant. I'll just say this right now before I go. Just because a chick dated brothers, or she's hood, or she's down. Look, at the end of the day, here's the thing. The only reason why they even tell y'all ninjas that they don't date white boys is because they don't have a white boy who's vying for their attention. Once they get a white boy who's hooked, he could be bottom shelf Brad, he could be Brad Pitt, he could be anybody. They won't cluck until he cluck. And once he shows them a little bit of interest, yo, you'll see what the fuck a bitch will do when it comes to, just being the fact that she could have a lot of kids. Shit.
This is a sick Negro.
And y'all, it's Cali West. Thank you for tuning in to another episode. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you're feeling this shit. Always have a good night and salute.